I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
We're off to Vernworth Palace, then. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I'd gladly accompany you into the palace if I could, Master, but my kind are only permitted as far as the entrance.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Pawns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates. Over here! Here at last. If you must go off on your...
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
I'm tired of breaking my back for someone else. A welcome respite.
How to proceed?
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
I hardly know what to do with myself.
Quiet at last.
There are few places where I can let down my guard.
Protected.
I'd fancy a kill. Not to look forward to. Not
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
someone talked about this.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and his neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim? Methinks I have an idea of where—
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermin. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it.
You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
we must fly to the aid of those in need.
We don't run into any trouble today.
Welcome forgive me for last night's scuffle.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. This party is fit for adventure.
Our strengths complement each other well.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
Indeed.
Master! Goblins!
I shall see it done. Let our foes cower before lightning. One of us is no friend.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Now, what might that be?
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
You have my protection.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames!
Ah, I'll take that. We might find use for it.
could look upon this sky for all eternity. It wasn't for crippling my neck.
Keep gazing upward, and you're like to stumble ere long.
Oh! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
Our collection grows.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. Could seem our fight is not yet done.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
Of course.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that...
Have a gander at my wares. You should... Can't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Really now, what are you doing?
Ought not to be so careless.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map.
Just what I was waiting for.
Efficiency...
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret pleasure doing business with you.
This looks as good a place as any.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind? Different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing. You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
This should help. I knew you would prevail, Master.
We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet ready.
Done it! At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Lion foes are loathsome to handle. Our attacks shan't reach them easily. Of course. No! The Arisen has been poisoned!
This calls for a curative.
Escape your fate any more than I.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
A fell poison is working its evil effects upon the Arisen. Do you mean to leave us here?
My thanks. Here, thought you might appreciate this.
The curative ought to do the trick.
It was a surprise to find someone living out here, and an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
Can I interest you in a room, sir? Glad to be of service.
To think I would meet you here. Or were you searching for me? I cannot return to Melve. Not till my name is cleared. Not till the dragon is found. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. I intend to stay here and investigate its whereabouts. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home. Tell them that I swear to return as soon as I can.
You got a hankering for something? Let me know.
Sir Leonard will be very glad to know that Sir Ulrika is safe. We ought to bring him these tidings post-haste.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Hope to see you again.
Oh, I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night? I can scarce keep my eyes open.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
We must not let down our guard.
Let my hand rod to an elemental boon. Our foe has been knocked off balance. Trampled and dragged to the ground. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Prepare yourself. Pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I've got a good feeling about this one. I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
I could have done no better.
Think nothing of it.
Splendid. I will protect you.
We could obtain some rare material.
Wolves, Master!
Well fought, Arisen. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
A resounding success!
It shall be done. I am here to aid you in this.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm behind.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Stay with me, Arisen. Halt, if you please. cave.
Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
By your leave.
Come on! Don't I'm gonna injure you.
As you wish. I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Now then, which way? Let us trust in ourselves and proceed with caution.
Have at me! I'll gladly take on any number of foes.
We fight. To arms!
Understood.
Stand a chance. You're dead wrong.
Masterfully done!
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Times must be tedious if you've resorted to challenging beasts to bouts.
Do be mindful of your surroundings. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
This battle is
I shan't let them harm you.
One can see far to the distance from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
I quite agree.
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days. Wolf's Cluster! Fire will prove effective against this foe. Take the power of ice and turn it against our foes.
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Oxen are sturdy creatures, aren't they?
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
I am not none.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
My deepest thanks. 'Tis the least I can offer after all you...
Prison has been quenched.
Lucky us. That's worth taking.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here. Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration. I will protect you.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Pray, sir, seek out the Jadeite Orb. As for where to look, you could try asking a bandit or someone who...
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be sick.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here... At least you'll find a bit of peace. Pleasure doing business with you. You're one I'm always glad to see. I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Would you be so kind as to... Larcenous deeds are the cat...
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy... something and see the truth. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Many thanks to you.
The Jadeite Orb is safely in hand.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
So, how goes it? Did you manage? Very well. Pray continue your search. May it bear fruit anon.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Is this some manner of trial?
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Twas a chimera I was tasked with battling. A ferocious and terrible beast. I'm in no hurry to face one again.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Hope to see you again.
A forgery. I wonder whether we'll find a purpose for it.
My heart shies from the thought of using it for deception. But that decision is not mine to make.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I fear we have done Sir Offulf an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
A cheerless outcome for all involved. This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy the item you requested. Hope to see you again.
You might say that the purpose of a forgery is limited only by one's own imagination.
'Tis certainly identical to the original. I dare say anyone would be fooled by it.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I hope Sir Offalv shall lead a life free of cares, now that we have released him from his shackles.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Very well. Pray... So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? I see. That is most disappointing. 'Tis clear I ought not to have placed my faith in you. No matter. Your failure has cost me but little. I shall simply choose my associates more wisely next time. Farewell, Arisen. May our paths ne'er cross again.
'Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure?
Well, hello there, sir. Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly... near the border, where... quarrels occur. Do you come again? Well, oh, there's always demand for weapons. I've assembled the finest wares for geeks around. Do come again? Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Could you come over here?
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a... single vocation when always a pleasure.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. A quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Quiet. It's Sir Ragnar from the tavern. Now two parties ask our aid, but which is the more deserving?
Whatever choice you make, Arisen, I am sure you'll be the right.
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me, then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew. I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
Whatever choice you make, Arisen, I am sure 'twill be the right one. Watch out for the choppers!
He's weak to fire. A flawless execution.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
I shan't let it hold.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. Over so soon. Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Let us instead strive to better ourselves in every battle.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Keep your eyes peeled, and beware of dark corners.
Understood.
We meet again. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist-deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin, and hired me to... So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen True. What? You are the Arisen. Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
Our task is complete.
Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attended a palace masquerade. We're off to Burnworth Palace, then. I'd gladly accompany you into the palace if I could, Master, but my kind are only permitted as far as the entrance.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Right. Just follow me.
Come on, have at it.
Come on then! Try your luck!
I will protect you.
Follow me, Arisen. Over here! We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
You're going to regret that.
'Tis a hobgoblin.
Now goodbye! That's what you get!
I owe you a great debt. 'Tis but a trifle. Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
Why don't we go take a look?
You're not going nowhere!
This way, if you please. Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map.
At once, Master.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. Poison is a nasty affliction.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Well done. This should help.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Speaking of which, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet no two of us are the same.
I'll gladly take on any number of persons.
We must focus on fighting victory.
Tis easily done.
We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
I shall lead the charge. Fascinating way to end a road. This will serve for a fine tale when I rejoin my master beyond the rift.
Not what I expected.
Oxen are to be found here, of all places.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip, ere we continue on our merry way? Won't make a difference when I'm grappled, you see? Right. Just follow me.
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way?
How dare you!
Feast your eyes on this!
A mage's skill would be most practical here.
Might I be of assistance?
Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attended a palace masquerade. Onward to Burnworth Castle. I'd gladly accompany you into the palace if I could, Master, but my kind are only permitted as far as the entrance.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Could you come over here?
Freshly rested as we are, take this vulnerable to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I will not fall to valor.
Think nothing of it.
Splendid. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Constructing a bridge so grand is a glorious feat indeed.
It must be very old. I wonder when it was
That's it.
What's this all about? Greetings.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering, and make them an ally to our cause.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for? Time to hit the sack.
Bless my back's not acting up today. Welcome.
Can't make a living if I get myself injured.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
Such quietude is a blessing.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attended a palace masquerade. We're off to Vernworth Palace, then. I'd gladly accompany you into the palace if I could, Master, but my kind are only permitted as far as the entrance.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Lots to do.
Quite the predicament.
Tis quiet about.
Greetings.
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
'Twas an eventful journey, but we made it. We cannot accompany you there, Master. But fear not, you'll find us here when you return.
What I can do for you?
Don't look to me to solve this.
I'm frightfully busy. No time for idle chatter.
None of my acquaintances don such shoddy raiment.
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
You seem to be rather friendly with Captain Brancer. Tell me, is he faring well? 'Tis lamentable that the captain of the late Consul's Guard should have been relegated to the garrison. But there are whispers that he was given this station in reprisal for an unthinking petition he made to Her Grace. Ever since Thesa's faction seized power within the palace, her detractors have found themselves shunted into a corner. If I were you, I'd take care not to be seen currying favor with the good captain. Thesa has eyes everywhere, it seems.
We are hardly familiar with one another.
If you enjoy the show, leave us a coin or two.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Tis all a matter of practice, I'm sure.
To find someone to...
Perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems.
Oh, this is the best part.
I've not trained for this. Mayhap I really would have been better off. It ought to be said, peace and quiet. My sword arm could use some work.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
Naught compares to the real power. Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
Such quietude is a blessing.
see, really.
Getting cold feet. Wonder if anyone knows what's trying to
Preparation's key. Proper training regime. It falls on me to resolve this.
Hey, my watch finishes without incident. I only pray my watch finishes without incident. I must try to affect a change all my days.
Such a piece. Framed.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Welcome, sir. As ever, we are delighted to have you. Pray, do enjoy your stay.
At least all my patrons have been kind. Welcome, sir.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
Fair wind's coming. Oh, well met, sir. Welcome. Do make yourself at home.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
If he asks me again, I'll...
smell. I cannot place
Work
it.
done graciously.
What a delightful breeze. I find myself drawn to quiet spots like this.
Best make haste, else I'll be at this all night.
Always sets me.
I have an adventure of my own.
I'll bet this place has its share of
Mayhap I'll go on an adventure of my own.
Where to
Some
now?
patrons can be rather demanding.
I'm not sure what got me out of bed at this hour.
I've little enough gold to spend as tis.
I'm just grateful I get to life.
My humming will be unwelcome.
Feel deary with no one about.
Can't wait for the new equipment.
I shan't brook any boorish inquiries about my other patrons. I'm afraid I'm not here to listen to your troubles.
Always the same. They are.
Nice place
How I
this.
like it.
I'm in no hurry to leave. I've a note for rumours of
Not much going on.
The latest tut was a tragedy to those who suffered the beast's attack. I thought to myself, with the dragons coming, the Arisen shan't be far behind. An end to the age of proxies. At land, indeed, we have our sovereign, though he is yet abed, nursing those grievous wounds. Still, that I would see this kingdom restored to rightful. I'm just grateful.
Wonder if anyone else shares my soul.
Last night's patron was a delight.
What was it I had planned for the morrow?
a lonely place. Not without its charms.
Headed.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Been a while since I heard a good story.
Now, where was I headed?
A place to soothe.
Oh, well met, sir.
Work done graciously.
Always the same. They are to believe just how I like it.
A place to soothe the spirit. I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
mixed smell of perfume always makes me...
I'll go on an adventure.
Quietude is a blessing.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I regret to inform you that there is no masquerade scheduled for today.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the palace. At least here I can listen to some courtly music. Makes the hours go by that much quicker.
What is life without a little spice? Beauty fades, but true talent. Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batal. Apparently, even privately owned items.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playgrounds? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters?
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phaesus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life. I bet this place has its share of secrets. Feels eerie with no one about.
Must the wind blow my fur every which way? A place to soothe the spirit.
Always a fresh breeze.
Oh, Master, I thought I might never see you again.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
It seems you have obtained information regarding the false sovereign. Captain Brant will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure. Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once. Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Here at last.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
Rally! You've got 'em right where you want 'em.
Fine wares all.
This hustle of
What a fool I was to think I could survive this.
What is this?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow, but what precisely is their aim?
Mystifying. It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
Shall we get some rest, then?
Patrol it, if I'm honest.
Aftermarket I go.
Share with the
Wait for the new equipment to come in.
I pray this will convey the depth of my gratitude.
Can't wait for the new equipment.
Lots to do. Where to now?
Lots to be taken.
I fear I've naught useful to share.
is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Pray inform me when your preparations are complete. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Sir Leonard will be very glad to know that Sir Ulrika is safe. We ought to bring him these tidings post-haste. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.